What's going on, everybody? Ragnar Dracana here, and it is time to hunt some morels. It is finally May in Michigan. I'm on the east side of Michigan, so the yellow morels come out a little bit later in the season than the black ones on the west side of the state. But yeah, let's go hunting. So I've found most of my morels up on hills. Typically, you want to find them on if you're hunting early, you want to find them on south-facing hills because the sun has been hitting them for most of the day. So if you're looking for the bigger ones early May, you definitely want to be hitting the south-facing hills. So we're gonna go up a hill right up here and check out the area, see if we're a little too early. It's been getting cold at night, but last night was pretty promising about as far as how the temperature stayed up. So
I don't know if you can see.
So we made it to a south-facing hill. We're gonna go right here, see what we see.
But there's like 7, 8 deer just came out.
All right, so we've been out here for about a half an hour, and I just found a bunch of them. I feel like a little kid. All right, so what we did was we looked to find all these dead elms. There's a ton of dead elm trees right here, among a couple other indicator trees, but usually I'm just looking for elms and ash. And down here, it's first morel of the season. Yes. So, an indicator that it's a morel and not a false morel. Lexi, back! An indicator that it's a false morel or a real morel is that the real morel is hollow inside. Among other things, the cap and stem of the morel are going to be fused together. There is no difference between, there's no, it's fused together. It's not something you can take off. The cap doesn't come off. So there's one there. Remember, always use the mesh bag. Let's get this open. I only have one hand, and we'll pop that baby in there. And I see one over here. I'm gonna grab a few and then I'll get back at you. Remember, always leave the stem, cut it here, and then put it in your mesh bag. Make sure that you have morels for the next year. Hey. If you happen to find one morel, stay in that spot and look around because you're bound to find more than one. The fruiting body is the way that your mushroom is going to reproduce. It's how it's going to spread and populate a different area. So that means it's unlikely that it only fruited one mushroom for you to grab. Well, Lexi ran over one of them. It was a beautiful trio, but I'll show you the other ones that she left. So these are actually one of the most expensive mushrooms that you can buy dried at your supermarket or grocery store. So I'd say we're doing pretty good already. I mean, I'll get the numbers and I'll post them right here about how much dried per pound these are. But it is several $100s. Hi, how are you? Another important thing while you're like stuck in a spot that you found to be pleasing, you're finding a bit of mushrooms in one spot, take a minute, close your eyes, look up at the trees for 30 seconds, something. You got to reset your eyes because frankly, you keep looking at the same spots, all this stuff's going to start blending together, and something that could be right in front of you is not going to be found because you've overlooked it so many times. See, now I'm obsessed with this area and I can't leave it. And I've only found 6 here. I shouldn't say only. That's awesome. For the first time out, in land that probably several people have already surveyed, I'm assuming in this area, if they were smart. That's a good haul for now, for 40 minutes of searching. Come here, back. So let's keep going, move on to another spot.
So when we're out here and we're looking for mushrooms, we're also looking for bones. And we found quite the little stash here. And to be honest, we found this the other day, or last week rather, and I stashed it in this hiding spot so nobody else would come take it. So we've got a rib cage with some vertebrae, and we've got a pelvic bone and some leg.
Well, the sun is setting now. I'm on my way back. I only got a few mushrooms, but for the first time of the season, it's encouraging that I actually found some, and I know a good couple spots more that we can go. Until next time, skål. Now I usually cook them with onions and garlic and put it on some kind of protein like steak or eggs. But we're just going to fry these up because we already ate a little earlier. So let's find out how they taste. So although you want these guys to be fully cooked, you've got to be careful because they cook so quickly. So you see it's already starting to brown. Time to flip those guys. There we go. Fuck yeah. We just did a light salting on this. When I cook them on steaks and stuff, I do use a lot more seasonings just because I like to season my steaks. You know. And at the end of the day, it's a good mushroom.
To the air, hold your shield high. Hear me yelling, tell my enemies that we ride. Never scared of death, we all live to fight. Form the war, tell them all